Okay, it's the Viper 4567 here with some more Raw thoughts. And this was in the AT&T Center in San Antonio, Texas. A crowd of just about 15,000. So, don't know what to make of this Raw. It was decent Raw, but not many matches on the card. It was only, 7 on the show? I think about 7, 6 or 7. A lot of promos, which, fair enough, I don't mind as long as they lead. So the last promo was excellent. That was like the beatdown of Daniel Bryan, basically. So we'll start off the show again. We'll start off the show with Triple H. Triple H says this is your fault for what happens at WrestleMania. He's going to crush your dreams. He's going to crush Daniel Bryan and the Yes Movement. You'll force my hands. Triple H has had a week to think. Excuse me. I had a week to think about things, and he wants to talk to Bryan face to face later in the show. Batista comes to the ring. Batista is unhappy that Bryan could be in the main event. It's not what he signed up for, and he basically signed to be WWE World Champ. He's not cool with it. He says, "What were you thinking?" Triple H says, "Bryan has no chance of beating me." Then Orton comes out. Orton agrees with Batista. He says, Triple H says, "Has Bryan got that far in your heads?" Batista says, well, he's obviously got in your head. Orton says the fans don't care, but Batista says, well, Orton, you suck, basically. Orton will face Bryan in an ODQ match tonight. Triple H is sick of the fans, Bryan, and sick of Hollywood superstars trying to tell him what to do, and he's sick of Orton's basically supposed to be so technically gifted and basically needs help every chance he gets. So Triple H says if he beats Bryan, he will be in the triple threat match. So basically, either way, we're going to have a triple threat match for the world title. And then Orton then with an RKO on Batista afterwards. But if Triple H wins, they could be a riot. Because obviously if Triple H is going to go into the Triple H, he's just going to win. So, hopefully that doesn't happen. But, either way, we're guaranteed a triple threat match. So, the next match is the Real Americans defeating the Usos. And actually, I want to say a good tag match. Really good match. Spinebuster from Jimmy on Swagger. Diving headbutt then from Jimmy on Cesaro. Lovely tilt-a-whirl backbreaker gets 2 for Cesaro. Nice heel kick down from Jimmy on Swagger. Whispering the win from Jimmy on Swagger. That gets the 2 count, and then Swagger comes back with a big boo. And then a gut-wrench suplex. That gets 2. Swagger bomb on Jimmy. Then a lovely uppercut from Cesaro. And then an insecurity then from Jimmy on Swagger. Then Jay with a running face butt basically on Cesaro. That gets 2. Samoan drop also gets 2. Double super kick then on Swagger from the Usos, and then a flying planche on Swagger from Jimmy. Jay goes to do another one on Cesaro, but Cesaro just jumps up onto the ropes and does a fantastic uppercut. It was absolutely beautiful, and then the neutralizer gets the win for the Real Americans. A really good tag match, I must say. I'd say that fucking uppercut. I tell you one thing, Cesaro was, the guy is just amazing, I must say. Really good, lovely uppercut, and then obviously he's feeling it's a good move, but I would think, I don't know. I'd like to see a better move than that, but then we see the Shield came backstage. If I can't count on you, and then I can't count on you, and then if the Authority can't count on you, you're basically not an asset. Then he says, can I count on you? Kane says, you're obviously replaceable as well. So and obviously Roman Reigns says, believe in that, basically. So then Hornswoggle comes out to give some St. Patrick's Day stuff to the fans. Then we see Bad News Bar talking about the Irish basically getting drunk, which I found very funny. The next time we see Sheamus defeating Titus O'Neil in a okay match, maybe at best. Christian comes down to do announcing. Titus rams Sheamus back first into the ring post. Titus then goes after Hornswoggle. Titus goes to do a fallaway slam. He does it, but Sheamus obviously catches him and rams him balls first into Titus. And then the 10 fucking shots to the chest on the ropes, and then the bro kick gets the win for Sheamus. And obviously after the match then he announced that he's going to enter the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal, so yay. Christian then attacks Sheamus from behind, rams him into the steps, and then a kill switch. So obviously this rivalry is not over basically, so yeah. John Cena comes out to address the Wyatt family. He says he is afraid of Bray Wyatt, and he's afraid that the fans are listening to Bray Wyatt basically. Cena says he wants to destroy my legacy, and what does he does not want to be the best basically. He just wants to destroy people. He says Bray thinks I'm evil for all this superhero stuff. I believe in everything that I've done. Cena is fighting at WrestleMania. It's not about beating Bray Wyatt. It's about fighting for the scars and the fans and everything, and basically my legacy. So let's go out. The Wyatt comes up on this rant talking about superheroes and kids love them and they're not real. He says, I have scars too. I can be just like you. I could be just like you and go back to my plastic girlfriend and castle and all that crap. So, which was kind of funny. Good, another good promo from Wyatt. Actually, I must say it was really interesting to see what this match looks like. From the promos, it's been excellent. The promos have been pretty good. Let's hope the match is just as good. So, yeah. Next match then. Daniel Bryan defeats Randy Orton in an okay match. It wasn't anything spectacular. This was actually a no DQ match. At one stage I thought, what the fuck's going on? There's no weapons, but eventually we get to see some weapons. Chants of Bryan from the start. Not many CM Punk chants actually tonight. There's a few in the middle of the show and a good few at the end of the show. But other than that, it was very... I just don't get why people are still chanting. CM Punk wanted to leave the company. Fuck him. At the end of the day, he obviously doesn't care about the fans. So if he cared about the fans, he'd come back. So, there you go. And then people go around saying, oh, but sure, he's not getting a good spot in WWE. Look how much he's getting on a weekly basis. I wouldn't really give a shit. I'll tell you one thing, I'm sick of all these wrestlers. I'm only here because I want to be champion and all that. Well, if you're getting $100,000 or whatever a week, I won't be complaining. Simple as that. Bryan with a knee to the gut. Bryan rams Orton's leg into the ring post and does that again. Dropkick then from Bryan. Orton then comes back with some nice uppercuts. Bryan comes back with a dropkick that sends Orton over the top rope and then a suicide dive. Bryan's trying to drag Orton, and Orton's obviously his head's kind of gone underneath the what do you call it, under the ring, basically goes underneath the cover of the thing and gets out, kind of stick and smacks Bryan in the head with it. So Orton then with a side suplex that sends Bryan onto the announcer's table. Then Orton then with a backbreaker, and then he stomps on Bryan. Then a clothesline from Bryan, and he comes back with a drop kick in the corner, and then he gets the kendo stick and hits Orton. And then he gets the yes kicks, then in that gets 2. So Orton then with a top rope superplex, that gets 2. Orton then with a DDT on the ropes. Bryan hits Orton with a kendo stick. Bryan then drop kicks Orton into the timekeeper's air. Orton then with a chair shot to the spine of Bryan. Batista comes in with a spear, and then obviously Bryan gets rid of Batista, and Bryan covers Orton then for the win. So all in all, it was an okay match, okay to good match. It wasn't anything special. Then after the match, then Batista gets his own bit of revenge with a Batista bomb on Orton after the match. So okay match, nothing special. Then we see Paul Heyman again talks about Undertaker's victory, saying the last couple of years he's barely survived basically, and then obviously in the last year or two Brock Lesnar has destroyed Undertaker, like Punk and Triple H. Then we see a video footage of obviously Undertaker streaking and obviously Lesnar destroying people, and then after that then Heyman says Undertaker's streak will rest in peace, and we find out tonight on Main Event that Undertaker's going to respond to that. To be honest, I don't know why they're doing it on Main Event. Why can't they do it on SmackDown? That's what I don't get. Why can't they do it on SmackDown? I have absolutely no idea why they're doing that, but there you go. I just don't get why they want to do it on a show that basically it should be for the lower middle card players basically, or whatever. I think they should have done it on SmackDown, or they could have done it on Raw or whatever. But next then Goldust defeats Fandango. This was a funny fucking match. This is a really funny match. So basically Goldust and Cody Rhodes, when they're making their entrance to the ring, they start dancing, copying Fandango. It was so fucking funny. Goldust shows off his dancing moves to Summer Rae. She falls off the apron after he does, and she lands on Cody basically, and she basically starts flirting with Cody, which was fucking brilliant. Nice head scissors then from Goldust. Fandango with a suplex, but misses the leg drop from Goldust. I think gets a win with a suplex. So I don't know what the name of it, because I don't know every move in wrestling. Because I wouldn't consider myself a hardcore wrestling fan. I know every move in the book basically. So if someone can help me on that one, I'd be appreciative. So then we see Kane. He talks about the occupied Raw from last week. Daniel Bryan and he basically blames Jerry King Lawler, because blames him for using his hometown connections. The Shield comes to the ring, so Jerry gets into the ring. Seth goes, "We always do what's best for business." So basically he turns around and they kick the shit out of Kane. Roman Reigns does his spear, and then they do the triple powerbomb. So yeah. So looked like Kane was going to, and the Shield were going to kick the shit out of Jerry, but the Shield said, "Fuck you." Boom. Go. I could see Shield taking on Kane actually. I just have one of these feelings. One of them were going to face Kane at WrestleMania. Not looking forward to that. I don't know. Anything is possible. So, excuse me. Next, then the Funkadactyls defeat Tamina and AJ Lee in a okay Divas match at best. I watched the main event last week, actually, I must say, and I really enjoyed AJ Lee versus Natalia. I think they're saying it's the longest Divas match in history, well, or of the last 20 years, I thought it was a decent Divas match, actually. Like, they think obviously AJ is a decent wrestler if they're going to give her 15 minutes, and say Natalia is a decent wrestler. Obviously, she's a heart, so she obviously knows how to wrestle. Obviously, because spent her time in the dungeon and not the Hart family dungeon. So I thought it was an excellent match, but like it just shows like the Divas division needs Emma. I think they need to bring in Emma and Paige, and maybe I don't know what Ric Flair's daughter is like now. I don't know. I haven't really seen much of her, but still there is some decent like. They can get 2 or 3 because like Tamina can do a bit of a job as well. Like she won't be considered a great wrestler, but still, geez, they can bring them in. Naomi's a decent diva as well. Cameron, she's typical 21st century diva basically. Same with the Bella Twins. I wouldn't consider them great, but no, they could put it. I tell you, if they bring in Emma and Paige, they have a decent divas division there. So like 4 or 5 really good wrestlers. So there you go. Nice close line from Tamina, gets 2 on Cameron. Nice insecurity from Naomi, and Naomi gets doing with a split-legged moonsault. Basically what RVD and John Morrison used to do. And she actually done it really well, and she defeated AJ again. And basically AJ after the match blames Tamina for all her defeats, basically. And then we got our next inductee to the Hall of Fame, and it's fucking Mr. T. So he's gone into the celebrity wing. I don't believe in all this celebrity wing bollocks. I think this is fucking disrespectful. There's a lot of wrestlers that still have not been inducted into the Hall of Fame. There's Rick Rude. Like there's too many. I'm sorry, Rick Rude just comes to mind. And there's fucking who else? No, that's the one that comes to my mind the most really. Like just like why the fuck Mr. T, like of all guys WWE, oh yes, we must induct Mr. T. Fuck's sake, fuck off WWE. Next then, Mark Henry, Big Show, Big E, and Dolph Ziggler defeat Ryback, Alberto Del Rio, and Damien Sandow. Crap match really, it wasn't really great. More Goldberg chants from the crowd at Ryback. Big E with a belly to belly, big boot then from Henry on Axel. Roll up gets 2 then for Ziggler. Ziggler then with a lovely tornado DDT on Axel. Big Show comes in, cleans house. Del Rio then with a nice insecurity on Big E, which was beautiful. Big Show with a chokeslam and Sandow, and that gets the win. Renee Young interviews Batista saying, "Why did you come back?" Because he actually left the arena after the first segment, saying, I think coming back was a mistake, but he came back obviously to cost Orton a match, and then he said, I was never going to quit, so I never quit anything. So yeah, so next match then, Bray Wyatt defeats Kofi Kingston in a squash match. Kofi basically just gets a drop kick, that's about it. Reverse elbow from Bray. Bray with a splash in the corner, and then Sister Abigail gets the win. So yeah, so basically a squash. Like I don't think Bray really gets many matches where you think he's going to lose. So then we find out next week Aaron Schwarzenegger and some other dude will be on Raw. Don't care really. Don't really care about Aaron Schwarzenegger. I think he's just don't believe in all these celebrities coming on. No, I'm not like Aaron Schwarzenegger's not bad. I just I don't know. It's not really into all these celebrities being on. No, it's just taking up. It could he could do a 10-minute segment that you could actually have a match on. So. Yeah. Next, then we have Triple H calling out Daniel Bryan. He said, "This is not personal. This was all best for business. No one knows how much of a burden it is to make the decisions I have to make. You've crossed the line last week. I'm not going to say sorry if I hurt you. And same with yourself. I have to put an end to this. I had no choice at the end. I want to get rid of this little yes movement and this uprising. That's what I have to do. No hard feelings. May the best man win." And then he wants to shake Bryan's hand, but obviously Bryan refuses, and he says, "I've dumped a lot on you and you're still here." Triple H says, "You've earned my respect," and Stephanie comes out, "You've earned his respect!" And Stephanie is pressing charges against Bryan from last week, so police officers come down to arrest Bryan. He has handcuffs on. Triple H goes, "I'm going to really enjoy this," and kicks the shit out of Bryan. At one point he's by the ring post, like in between the ropes towards the ring post. I think Triple H hit him in the head with a chair. I think it was in the head with the chair. Like we've not seen a headshot from a chair, like a chair shot to the head now for a long time, and this knocked him out. And Stephanie slaps the head out of him. Bryan goes, "You hit like a girl," basically, and then Pedigree, and they both stand over him. So this match could be, this is going to be an interesting match. Like it's getting better. The build up, obviously, you can start feeling. I still don't get that buzz for WrestleMania though. It still hasn't given me the buzz yet. Usually I'd start feeling it now because there's only 19 days to it now. So overall, this week's Raw it was okay again. Maybe slightly better this week, maybe by about that much. But should look what kind of. This will be my last video in this house because I'm moving on Saturday. So I could be getting my internet in actually the day I move in, which I'm hoping to God that fucking actually works out. So I might not have to delay any videos because I want to kind of watch next week's Raw. I want to watch next week's Raw. So let me know what you think. Please subscribe, like, comment, and I will talk to you guys in the next video. And take it easy.